Yo, welcome to the PFK VIP live trading experience. In this video, I just want to show you what you can expect when you become an actual member. So let's get into it. Now, you'll see in the Discord here, the PFK VIP area. I have the VIP schedule. This is going to be available to everyone that's on the 7-day free trial, or maybe you become an actual member already, but you can check this out, see when you can join. I go live every day during the New York Open, Monday to Thursday. I also do an Asian session on Tuesdays, and we have a prop firm masterclass, which is very valuable, worth the membership alone, every single week on Thursday, where we really dive into the strategies and technical processes of trading prop firms and what profitable prop firm trading actually looks like. So you'll see here, join whenever you can, but if you can't join, don't worry about it. We have a rewatch live here. I automatically record all of my live Zoom calls, and they post here directly after the session is done. It takes like 10 minutes to upload, and you can watch in your own time because there's going to be a lot of valuable information in here. Even if you can't trade with me real time, you can watch me on how I trade my evals, on how I trade my funded accounts, how I pass them, how I'm hitting payouts. We're talking about market conditions, trading strategies, entry models, all of that. Just expose yourself to the content and you're going to get significantly better over time. I just ask that you take the patience and really give yourself a chance to go through my community and go through the experience of the VIP. And you know what? After a month, if you haven't got funded yet for some reason, whatever reason it is at all, open a ticket up and I'll give you a refund. I don't want to take your money unless you're getting value out of what I'm providing. Okay. So the only other thing in the VIP area, every morning I'll post a Zoom link right here. You'll come in here, you can access that Zoom link right there. And then I also, of course, post all of my live trading calls in the PFK callout. So if you can't join the Zoom call, but you want to also take the trades, keep an eye on this channel. I post these as I'm taking the trades. I mean, check this one out on gold here. This was the setup. We were going short. We were a little bit in the drawdown, but look how it played out. We come down here. GC, boom, we just completely smashed a TP, and it kept dropping after that quite a bit. So it was a beautiful trade. We had another winner on NASDAQ, and then we had a little loss on SPY. So you'll see all of the trading setups posted here in real time, which is really nice. And obviously we have a PFK, we have a let me find it here, a PFK chat under exclusive. Okay, so this is where you can have direct access to me. And if you have any questions about prop firms or trading or anything like that, just post it here and I'll get back to you at some point during the day. Sometimes I'm not around, but I will get back to you whenever I can. So you have direct access to me right here. Okay. So that's the area for the VIP Discord. Now, I just want to talk about, when we're live, you're going to see me pull up TradingView. I trade on TradingView and I connect my futures prop firms evals to TradingView. And sometimes I will also be trading my CFDs on Funded Hive. So I'll have my C Trader open and we will be taking Forex trade setups as well. So we have both futures and Forex. If you don't trade futures, I highly recommend that you start dabbling with it a little bit. The potential for an ROI being part of my community using futures prop firms is very, very good. So it's a game that you definitely want to try to get into at least a little bit, and you'll definitely like it. From my experience, it fits very well, especially if you've done Forex trading in the past. So I just want to go over some entry models real quick that usually we're looking for in the war room and how to set up your chart to get the best experience possible when I'm live. Now, I use a few different indicators on my charts when I'm doing the analysis. Let's go over that right now. So the first thing that you want to have on your chart are two different EMAs that I primarily use. Okay, they're the 9 and the 20 EMA. So you just go to the indicators, type in EMA, and that's moving average exponential. Pull that up twice. Okay, and then you can go to the settings. One of them set to 9, right? I have my yellow one set to 9, and the other one, the blue one, I set to 20. Okay, so I use this on the 5-minute chart. I also use it on the 1-hour chart to get the bias. So this is very valuable to have. The next thing I like to have, and probably the most important indicator, is the VWAP. Okay, so the VWAP is going to be the orange line here, and you can see I pulled it up, and you go to indicators, VWAP, like that. Volume weighted average price. So pull that up. The settings, I'll show you real quick. It's just anchored to the session and the source is the high and low. and I take off the band multipliers. Okay, we don't really use that unless I'm breaking all-time highs on the assets or whatever. But this is what we use on every single asset, and you'll see the assets that we trade here. Mostly, we trade gold because I specialize in gold. I'm a good gold day trader, and we have the correlated assets: gold futures, gold spot, right? Nasdaq, SPY, Russ, US 30, silver, and then all of the forex correlated assets. So you can see here we go through them and do an analysis every single morning and look for really high conviction, high quality trade setups. So the other indicators that we have on here is volume. So pull up volume. It's this bar down here. We use volume often, okay? Especially on the 5-minute chart or even on the 1-minute chart. And you just click on indicators, type in volume, and it's this one right here, just straight volume. That's the one you pull up. Okay, and just a heads up, volume is only relevant on futures assets. It's doesn't do anything on forex because every broker has its own isolated data. So the volume across the whole forex market doesn't translate to one broker. Okay, so futures is a single market with singular data, so we can get accurate volume reads on futures. Okay. So that's a very important indicator. The next one I like to have on there is the open price. So the open price is like, when the market resets, where is that price? Oh, where has that price opened? And you see this green line right here? That's the open price of the day. So you can see the green line and we have the open price. The reason why I like open price is because typically it's a major reversion point, right? We talk about it all the time. We find sellers or we find buyers in this area. It's major support resistance, the open price all the time. I mean, we can look at NQ. I just saw this today. I'll show you, right? See NQ here. Look at this. This is insane. This is the open price. NQ came down, touched the open price, and just launched to the moon. I mean, these price points are not an accident. This is very relevant, so we should have it on our chart, okay? And the very last one, no, that was everything actually. So that's all of the indicators that we use. And there's a few different entry models that we teach when I'm live. So let me go over that now, just so you get a general idea of how we trade. Now, we do day trading, right? Most our ranges are for day trades. Typically, our trades will last 5 minutes to half an hour, depending on the market conditions. Sometimes you get stuck in a trade for a couple hours, but they are day trading ranges. They're not crazy aggressive. It's not scalping. They're reasonable day trades. So they stack very well with these prop firm challenges because typically on like gold futures, for example, we are only doing 1 to 2 contracts on gold. And I'll show you. So this is what I do in the VIP community. I will talk about which prop firm am I trading at the moment. We'll look at the overall rules and requirements to pass. What's the best way to approach it, right? When we're trading. And for example, we did the 50K flex today, and we were looking at all the conditions. And I will tell you, okay, what I like to do is I like to target 1500 a day. And if I'm taking a trade on gold, I'm going to use one contract. I'm going to show you exactly the range of the trade that I'm setting up as well. When it comes to the TP and stop loss, a full breakdown of everything I do, my whole process. And that's why it's so valuable, because over the last 2 years, I've made so many mistakes and I've really dialed in and perfected the craft of prop firm trading. And now I just want to show you guys in real time how I do it. So that's why the membership is so valuable. Like, honestly, like, think about it. This is $98. It's the same cost as membership for a whole month. And I'm telling you that your probability and chances of success with an eval like this is going to be significantly higher if you're part of my community trading it. So just think of it as like one extra eval cost a month to have potential to be successful on all the evals that you take throughout the month. So I really hope it pays for itself. So with these indicators, I do a few different entry models. The first one, we do a lot of VWAP trading. So we stack VWAP with psychological levels. So on gold, for example, here, you see how the VWAP was almost touched. This was a trade that I flagged right when I went live, because this is when I go live right here, just before the New York Open, which is this shaded color difference. So we were looking at the VWAP, price coming up into the VWAP, right? But if we look at the 1 hour chart back then, we actually have a lot of bearish pressure, right? So we want to trade with this 1 hour momentum. So this is a counter move. So we're bearish bias, right? And we have a counter move against that bias into a resistance level, and then we can jump in with sellers to go with our daily bias. So this would be a VWAP play, but this stacked very nicely with the VWAP. And also we do what we call psychological plays, which the 50 level on gold is the psychological. So 4050, a nice even psychological number, too short the 50 level. Obviously maybe 4100 is better, but look, so 50 level, 4050 psychological level, check this out. 4000 right here, which is another psych level. Look where buyers launch, price back up. So these psych levels are very powerful plays as well. So we do psych level trading, we do VWAP trading, and we also do an entry model called the PFK Alpha, which I have an indicator for. You can find that in my training tools on propfirmkid.com if you want to use it. It's basically all of these indicators that I use in my trading, and it just automates the process of finding a signal. So you can see this is the trade that we took when we were live in the war room, and we have a sell signal right here. We took this short and we smashed the TP, but you can see the indicator flags that it is a confirmed sell right there. And you can see here, we have two more confirmed sells in real time that are playing out right now. We'll see if they happen. I took this one right here, so hopefully I win that trade. So we'll see. So that's the PFK Alpha entry model as well. So we have three primary main entry models that we use, and there's one other one I'm working on. It's called the open range breakout. It's coming, so you guys will see that hopefully this week. Basically for NASDAQ and SPY, we have an open range candle that we use to identify our range, and once that range is broken out, price breaks out of that range, then we're looking to long or we're looking to short based on the 1 hour time frame, based on psychological key levels, based on volume, a lot of different things that we're going to be using that are very effective to learn in real time while I'm trading. So once again, it's just a good place to be, to observe somebody that's doing what you want to do yourself in real time is the best way to get that change in your life, in my opinion, to watch someone else doing it. So that's what my goal is for you. So that's basically the experience, when we're live trading in the war room. Yeah, so we're covering different prop firms, the types of evals you should be taking, and we're also teaching you day trading entry models that follow core fundamental principles of trading that are very robust, very reliable. So I really hope you find the value here. And please, if you have any questions at all, go back to the Discord. You can, if you have technical issues, open a ticket. If you have any prop firm or trading questions, message me in the PFK chat. All right. I'll see you on the next live. Peace.